Hello everyone and welcome to my Pokemon Draft League team analysis of the BBR, otherwise known as the Prejex Battle Royale Summer Scramble. I'm very fortunate to be in this year's Summer Scramble. I think there were 64 coaches that were accepted. So my gratitude goes out to the mods and the staff team who accepted my invite. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think this team, I'm quite a fan of it. I mean, I did draft it all myself, and you know, I'm the GOAT, so only lose to hacks, by the way. But it was an 8-mon draft, 90 points for 8 Pokemon, and yeah, let's just hop right into it. Need I say more? So our first Pokemon that we got is, I think, one of the better Terra Captains that you could have gotten in this this draft board, this format. He's one of the best late game sweepers, and also, you know, just hits really hard with his signature move, and none other than Iron Boulder. Now, this is no regular Iron Boulder, alright? He has Terrestrialization. In the BBR, Summer Scramble, it's Open Terra, but preview, in air quotes. There's no preview on Wi-Fi, so we just tell each other the Terra type, but he can Terra into any type I want for, you know, whatever matchup I want. So he's just really good. I mean, 120 attack, 124 speed. He's got respectable special bulk, decent physical bulk. He can be used, you know, as a wall breaker with stuff like choice band sets. He can use the booster energy because he's a paradox mon to gain a speed or attack boost, and you know, you just click Mighty Cleave with this guy and he does damage. All right, you just click Mighty Cleave, and I think he's he gives me a really fast Pokemon, a really good physical threat to start off with. So let's see what I pick second. So the next Pokemon I drafted is none other than Iron Treads. Call me Iron Man at this point. You know, I got Boulder and Treads. Who's next? Leaves? I never draft that fraud. Anyways, Iron Treads is probably the Pokemon I've drafted the most in all of Draft League, period. I mean, I'm just so comfortable using this Pokemon. It has such great roll compression in being a ground and steel type. Having rocks and also having rapid spin, it's, you know, it's bulky defensively, it's fast, it hits hard, it's got great coverage, it's got the Mamoswine coverage. What can I say? When in doubt, just run the Mamoswine coverage. It hits everything. But no, Treads, I mean, you can bring him every week, run a different set. He's got a lot of different items. You can run something. One of my personal favorite, you know, is Assault Vest. He's already physically really tanky. You make him specially, you know, say your opponent has like a Palafin or something. Well, Palafin's a bad example. He's a physical attacker. Say they have a Clawitzer, you know. And you might normally die to Water Pulse, but boom, Assault Vest lets you live. You can kill it back if you somehow land Supercell Slam, and you're chilling. I love Assault Vest. It's also a great holder of the booster energy to be a late game sweeper. You know, can also run stuff like Boots, which is very common. Can even run Choice Band if a team's really ground weak. It's got a lot of different items it likes, Choice Scarf even. And it's just a fantastic Pokemon. I really love using it every time I draft it. I think in John Jr.'s Draft League, I had it Kill Leader, and I took over the team like week 4. I didn't even have it the first few weeks, or he had it, but it wasn't anywhere near Kill Leader, so got a lot of kills with it. I love using it. He's you know, I have Tusk and EDC, but I'm a Treads fan at heart. Treads fan at heart. So without further ado, let's move on to the third pick. So the third Pokemon we picked up is a Pokemon I've wanted to use for quite some time. It's Zapdos. I think I used this guy really early on in like my 3rd or 4th ever Draft League, but I haven't gotten him since. Because a lot of time he goes, you know, round 2, and I'm just not able to pick him up. Since we have an 8-man pool, a greater chance to be able to get him. That's what we did. He is one of my favorite legendaries. He's the OG. He's my favorite out of the 3 legendary birds of Gen 1. He's just a good offensive, good all-rounder. Electric Flying is a very good offensive and defensive typing. Static is a fantastic ability. He's got, coverage moves like Thunderbolt, hits really hard. Hurricane, that dual stab, both hit extremely hard. Unfortunately did lose Defog this generation in Gen 9, but that's okay. We've got Iron Treads, that's plenty. He also has supportive moves, stuff like Roost to heal up, and he can just be very annoying. Physical attackers come in, they get paralyzed, and yeah, they they get paralyzed. Special attackers, you can run them specially defensive, you can run them physically defensive, you can run them specially offensive, speedy. There's a lot of different Zapdos sets you can run. Every time I play one, you never know the EVs of it, just because his base stats are also good, and he's just one of my favorite Pokemon as well. So it's really cool being able to use him in a draft format, and he's actually a good viable Pokemon. So yeah. For the fourth Pokemon we picked up is Primarina. Also another Pokemon I'm very comfortable with. Helps us complete our Fairy Dragon Steel core by giving us Fairy type and also a Water type, so helping complete 2 of those cores, which is fantastic. We have like Iron Treads, who's very good physically defensive, but not great specially, and that's where Primarina comes in. Treads, or Primarina is weak to stuff like Poison, Grass, Electric. Treads is immune to 2 of those and resists one of them. Is neutral to one of to Grass. And so, Primarina is just a fantastic mon. It's got multiple sets you can run. If you want to be super Spadef, you can run stuff like Assault Vest. You can run Choice Specs like Moonblast. Like, just clicking Choice Specs Moonblast sometimes in matchups, they don't have a switch in. You can run Boots. Boots is like the best item in the game. Also like stuff like Leftovers for more longevity, as its only way of healing I believe is Draining Kiss. And it's just a really good special wall that hits back really hard, has a pretty slow flip turn as well, which is another fantastic pivoting move. And it's just another Pokemon I'm super comfortable using. I think Azumarill was on the table still, but I feel like, with Boulder and Treads, I had enough physical offense, so that's why I went with Primarina 4th. So the 5th Pokemon we picked up is Hydrapple. He's a funny guy. Just look at him. He's a funny guy. Them Fickle Beams, finna be hurting. That's all I'm saying. Them Fickle Beams, finna be hurting. New Pokemon, new toy set. Well, he's actually not that new now, but he was, he's still pretty new in the grand scheme of things. I love Appleton, I love Diplin, I love Flapple. They're just funny guys. And so Appleton helps us complete our Fairy Dragon Steel core. Also gives us 2/3 of our Water, Grass, Fire core. So another great Pokemon to fit on the team. He's very bulky, likes running the Assault Vest. Can you tell I like the Assault Vest? Likes resist berries as well, because Grass Dragon does have, its fair number of weaknesses. But, he hits really hard. He gets a lot of random coverage moves, like Pollen Puff. He gets water moves, Earth Power. And he gets Hydro Pump. I think that's the water move he gets. But overall, he's just a great mon. He's very physically defensive. Hits pretty hard with his high special attack. And he's just a good, pretty solid dragon type. He's nowhere at the likes of like Garchomp or Latios, but for a lower to mid-tier dragon, I'd say he was pretty good. I think we got him for 10 points, which, quite good value in my opinion. For our 6th Pokemon is Mr. VGC himself, Incineroar. He's not quite the GOAT in singles as he is in VGC, but he's definitely still a very solid Pokemon. Intimidate is a fantastic ability and a very hyper offense meta. I think it's, a fantastic ability, even more so. Fire Dark type is good offensively, defensively. He hits pretty hard. He's got good utility. He's pretty bulky. He's Incineroar. If you guys play VGC, you know how good Incineroar is. If you're just a singles player, he's pretty good. He's nothing extraordinary, but he's got, stuff like Slow Parting Shot. a slow U-turn, whichever one you want to choose. He's got, fire and dark type is great. Intimidate, like another great assault vest user. I'm about to pull up with 6 of assault vests. Watch me. He just likes the assault vest a lot because, he gets that -1 attack, and he's also, so that makes him more physically bulky, and then he's more especially bulky because of his assault vest. So just a great Pokemon all around. Completes our Fire, Water, Grass core. So we've got our 2 cores completed now, so we don't have to worry about that for our last 2 picks, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Also gives us another physical attacker to even out the team, because Zapdos, Primarina, and Hydrapple are all special, while Treads, Boulder, and Generor are all physical. So yeah. So the 7th and our second to last Pokemon is Kelder. I believe he was 8 points only? Yeah, no, 9 points. Which is good value in my personal opinion. Kelder has a few different sets it likes to run. He has a monstrous attack stat, and he's got pretty decent bulk, all things considered. Another Gen 5 GOAT, just proving why Gen 5 is the best Gen 1 again. I also noticed this as I was putting the Kelder picture in. We have 2 out of the 3 Gen 7 starters, which I didn't even think about when making the team, but that's pretty hilarious. And I mean, Kelder's he just hits hard physically, For Treads or Boulder to maybe clean up a game, Kelder can help break those walls down for those 2. Flame Orb, Guts, what's switching into close combat? If you don't have an immunity, not much. And I've been, after watching Soul Blaze use Kelder, I don't know why I said it like that. I've been wanting to use him. He's a fun mon, likes the assault vest, baby. And I mean, I just thought he was good value. Also gives defog. It's semi-viable to run defog. I'm mainly gonna, have removal on Treads. But if I really need a different 4th move other than rapid spin on Treads, I can run defog on Kelder. So our final Pokemon is Smeargle. We had 2 points left. Didn't have a normal type. I said, why not? Our only hazards were Treads with Stealth Rock, so this gives us, every hazard in the game. If, I do want hazards, maybe they don't have removal, I can bring Sticky Web or something on Smeargle. Just a great Pokemon for doing some shenanigans. Another great VGC mon, not as highly praised in singles, but he definitely has a niche in laying hazards. I wish I got Terra with him to do like some Terra Normal, wide lens pop bomb shenanigans, because he does a lot of damage with that because he has Technician. But nonetheless, I mean, Smeargle's here to probably click hazards. Maybe, he's not here to sweep. He's here to be a supportive mon, which I think my team does enjoy with a lot of physical and special threats. I think a supportive mon fits well. It's Smeargle. I named Mew Mr. Do-It-All. This is Mr. Do-It-All, but even more of all. So these are the 8 Pokemon we ended up drafting. I like this team a lot. I think it's a pretty good team. I think we're going to do great things with this team. And hopefully we can make it out of battle pools. I do have 3 opponents I will be playing, so stay on the lookout within the next 2 weeks for the matchups for that. Going to be some very exciting matches, some great players I'll be going against. I think one of them I've played in a Wi-Fi league previously, so that's very exciting, getting a rematch. And yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this draft analysis, and see you guys later. Peace out.